Yeah. So we are getting the pressure.
You know, hammering actually helps. So different people come and hammer here for different things. So okay, because I have only given so many talks here for that. Okay, so Transform is my company. So what happens in insomnia? Just I'm giving here. You want to go to office in the night. You are sleeping, and 1 o'clock you're feeling I've just got another 6 hours of sleep. Okay. At 3 o'clock you're saying I've just got another 3 hours of sleep at least. Let me sleep. And at 5 o'clock you're saying now before people reach office I have to just message that I'm not feeling well or anything. You have to, because you don't know what to do in the office. So that's what happens when you actually face this problem. Causes. Okay, we'll directly come to the causes, then we are going to the remedies. Okay, stress, anxiety, okay, emotional problems, hormonal changes, depression, medical problems, and certain medication also. Certain kind of medication also puts you to that insomnia state. Any other kind of change in your health. Okay, cold and allergies. When you have cold and allergies in the night, you can't sleep. Blocking, nausea, high blood pressure. Okay, thyroid disease, asthma, anything. Any change in the sleeping activities, patterns. Fear of darkness. That is also there. Some people cannot sleep with fear of darkness. Okay, and old age. Everything under the sun. But if you see the common thing in this, it is completely on your mind. Okay, insomnia is nothing to do with your body. Even if you are taking some medication, that is of course because of body. But medication also you take because of some disease. You don't take medication just for the sake of enjoying it. Chalo aaj medical shop mein jaake kuch lete khate. Because you have got some disease, because you have got something, that is why you are going to the medical store. And that disease is also related to the mind, your thinking pattern, your thinking process. Okay. So working late night shift, job, etc. All this is all connected to. Okay. Now we'll come to the mind. Okay. How does it work? World is actually full of darkness. Okay. How your mind actually functions. Okay. In insomnia, one of the main reasons. Okay. I'm also a hypnotherapist, so I'm combining plus yoga practitioner. Everything. These two things I'm combining. There are a lot of other remedies. Okay. The world is actually full of darkness. If I switch off the lights here, this room is dark. Okay. Actually, darkness exists. Darkness is the reality. Darkness is the truth. Okay. Only sun comes and gives us the light. Okay. So that is, the thing which I want to tell here. Darkness is the reality. So if you can't sleep, that means you don't want to face some reality in your life. Some different things in different people's life. Okay. So sleep is supposed to be in the night, and if you are not able to sleep, that means some kind of reality you are not able to face. Okay. So if you understand, instead of thinking of why my son is doing like that, why my father is doing like that, why my business is going down, why that is happening, why this is, instead of thinking why, you can see what is the reason I am not getting sleep. You can put that same thought process, same thinking machine on what is that which is making me, what reality I am not able to face. The moment you start going to that question, then you are in the right direction for your sleep. Okay, and your mind will automatically put you to sleep, because mind will enjoy all those thoughts which otherwise you would do. But when you come to this, what is that which is not allowing me to sleep? What is that reality I don't want to face? When you put that question, automatically mind will say, now shut your eyes and close and sleep. Okay, because mind also doesn't want to deal with it. Okay, so you will get your sleep. Okay, that is not the end of it. You have to. It is not just about the sleep part of it. You have to face the reality also. Okay, like I am actually, to be very frank, I am a very poor reader. If you give me a book, within 10 minutes you will see my eyes shutting down. Okay, so when you do which you don't want to do, okay, then automatically you will get sleep. Okay, so your mind doesn't want to do that. You also, within you don't want to go deep what is that reality I'm not facing? Okay, everybody has got that weakness. Okay, I don't want to see the truth. Okay, so that is not the end of it. We have to go down deep and understand. But for that moment, you will get the sleep. Okay. Why sleep is important? Okay, in the dark, we have so many glands in our body. Okay, there's a pineal gland which secretes hormones. Okay, which is called melatonin. This actually induces you to sleep. Okay, this particular gland secretes in the night. The body is so intelligent. The body knows now it is dark, sun is gone. Now the person is supposed to sleep. So if in that time, if I am doing some other activity or doing something else, where the body is already preparing for sleep, and I am doing something else. So actually you are going against the nature first of all. Okay, so responsible for inducing the sleep. You are getting, actually the body is supporting you. You are not supporting the body. Okay, so body knows everything what the body has to do. Okay, and sleep for us is like what do you call, garage for the vehicles. Okay, we take the vehicle for servicing. Any small sound coming in the car or a bike or any vehicle we have, or any like the timely servicing, once in 3 months, once in 5,000 10,000 kilometers, whatever is required, we just go and give for servicing on time. But for us ourselves, we don't do anything. If I have a pain here, आज थोड़ा दर्द हो रहा है, ठीक है, देखते, we don't bother. Okay, body intelligence is such that body just does its repairing work in the night when you sleep. But if you don't sleep, then no repairing work is also done. Okay, then automatically you are aggravating everything. Okay, and another thing, Hitler time, what Hitler used to do, he used to capture the soldiers of enemy country, and then he used to give them all kind of, he used to lock them in a big veranda kind of thing and give them everything, food, drinks, everything, you enjoy. But if you try to sleep, his soldiers will come and put water on their face, not allowing you to sleep. So 3 days, 4 days, 5th day the person becomes mad. Okay, and then maximum 10 days, 15 days, person is out. Torturing to death. Okay, it is very easy. You can, without food, you can stay for X number as a normal man. We have seen Anna Hazare ji and all. Without food you can stay for, as a normal man. If you are a complete yogi, then you can stay for longer time. That's a different thing. We are talking about normal human being, which me and you are. Okay, but without sleep, nobody can live. Okay, you have to have your sleep in that 24 hours, maximum 48 hours. If you don't sleep, you're gone. You start becoming mad. Only pregnant, ladies who deliver, okay, those ladies, internally the hormone secretion happens wherein they can have less sleep but not get disturbed. That is also body intelligence, the intelligence of the nature. To look after the baby, the lady gets that kind of energy within, not because it is internal intelligence, body intelligence. So the lady will not get disturbed even if she's got 2 hours or 3 hours of sleep throughout for a week or 10 days when the baby is newly born. Okay, because the body intelligence such. With the lady, her husband sits like that, okay, 2 घंटा तू 2 घंटा मैं बैठता हूँ. It will go for a toss because his body doesn't have internal hormonal changes. Okay. Sleep is the time to replenish emotional energies, or whatever body physical energies, emotional energies, and check and balance yourself. Whatever checks you have to do, what balance you have to do in your life. Okay, balance your work and personal life. That is completely gone for a toss. 95% or 99% we look at work, and then 1 or 5-10% maximum we look at the family. Okay, family भी नहीं, for self also we don't. Okay, exercise and give a gap. There are so many people. Morning I don't have time. I have to rush to office. They want to do exercise. They are physical freaks. Like there are so many people. Okay, afternoon no time, evening no time. I have only time in the night, 9 to 10. Okay, so 9 to 10 you come, You go to your gym or your some dancing class, beside you some karate class, instructor also doesn't bother, chalo chalo, you know, business aa raha hai, take the class, and then you get tired, you come home, you have your food, go to the bed. Complete wrong according to the system of your body. Okay? Then the body has to react in a different way. You know, if you do activities, that hyperactivity in the night, 1 hour, you know, half an hour, 45 minutes of so much hyperactivity, automatically your body becomes energetic, and where you will get sleep? Then you cannot say, you know, I don't get sleep, because you're doing something fresh. That is what you're supposed to do in the morning. All your activities, whatever you're supposed to do in the morning, so that you remain fresh throughout the day. But people do it ulta. You go to see gyms. Gyms are full in the night after 9 o'clock. Okay, and avoid afternoon naps. If you really have insomnia problem, avoid afternoon naps. No. Okay, consciously, if you getting sleep, do something which is really interesting for you, so that, you know, it will put you off from sleep. Okay, it has happened so many times. We get sleep sometimes when we are supposed to be. Suddenly, if you switch yourself to doing some other activity which you like, automatically sleep vanishes. So your body is intelligent. If you do what you like, automatically the sleep will go out of your system. Okay, and caffeine, alcohol is definitely, it will harm you in the long run. Consistency in your sleeping time. In the night, sleeping time, consistency, you know. If you're sleeping at 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10:30, 10:30, 11 o'clock maximum. Don't avoid after 11 o'clock, just try to avoid, you know.
So one question, you said 3 hours before sleep you avoid exercise. What about taking stroll or walk in the...
That is required for, not help, that is required for your body to the process of digestion.
But indirectly it will help the sleep.
Yeah, indirectly it will help the sleep also. That is okay, because you are helping. But the night food, whatever you have, you know, as much as compress the quantity, you know, like, because
early food and light food.
If you try to do that, you know, Vamangavati process of yoga, you will understand, you know, 8:30 also you will have food, morning 8 o'clock you will find pieces coming out. Okay, so it doesn't go. It is because you are sleeping, all your organs go to sleep. Okay, they are still working, whatever they are supposed to do work, they are working, but in a dormant process they are just doing. And 3:30 onwards, AM onwards, this is technically, scientifically proved. 3:30 onwards, they start again coming to the active process. Morning 3:30 onwards. That is why major attacks in your body, you know, heart attack, asthmatic attack, whatever kinds of attack, it is the major things have happened from 3:30 to 5 AM. Okay, because that time your body starts activity, your internal organs start activity, but you are actually sleeping. Like night, your body start, internal organs start preparation for sleep, but you are going and doing gymming and, you know, heavy exercise. So you are doing ulta there. The same thing is happening, which we don't even understand. Okay, because it is internal organ and it is body intelligence. Thankfully, you know, it is taken care of. But if it goes out of the limit, then we get attacked. So it is coming from the heart surgeons only that, you know, major attacks have happened in that 3:30 to 5 ka time, morning.
But they say like if you sleep at night and have some glass of water before sleeping, the chances are...
Yeah, warm water. Before sleep and after getting up in the morning, warm water, 2 glasses is must.
No, to avoid heart attack.
Avoid heart attack. Yeah, that's a different subject altogether. You can have aspirin, Disprin at home. It is also suddenly if you get a heart attack, and, you know, at least it will help you to reach till the doctor, you know, all those things. Okay, treatments, yogic treatments, clinical hypnotherapy treatments, and improved lifestyle. These 3 you can do. There are a lot of other things. I think you are the Sujo thing, na? Excuse me? You are into Sujo, yeah. So there are a lot of things which can help actually, acupressure, etc., etc. I am not into that subject.
Any particular pranayamas, breathing exercises?
Yeah, I'm coming. That is why I'm coming to the little bit, I'm touching up on also. Okay? Yogic remedy, asanas, whatever asanas involving forward bending, actually, you know, helps you to get into, yeah, you had, okay. Forward bending asanas. Why? Because when you're doing the forward bending, I'll show you the asanas also, which are forward bending, which again can, you know, like there is a huge blood rush going to your head, okay, to your brain. So automatically there is more oxygen. So more blood, more oxygen, more oxygen. It is the nervous system actually gets calmed down. Okay, the more you do it, and more than that, all forward bending asanas are supposed to be your surrender position. Okay, you are surrendering yourself to the higher reality. All forward bending asanas. Okay, we surrender to God the same way we are surrendering. Every time you are doing any forward bending asanas, get that feeling within you that, you know, I am surrendering to, you know. So the more and more you get that feeling of surrendering, the more and more it will come into your life, that feeling of surrender. And in yoga, all asanas are there, you know, showing yourself, ego, that is also there. But everything you're doing consciously, everything you're doing with awareness. Okay, so that way, you know, so there is heavy blood rush to the brain, which will help you, you know, help your brain to function normally. Brain functions normally, automatically all organs are given signals to work efficiently. Okay, Adho Mukha Svanasana. See, here the person is forward bent. Okay, so there is a lot of blood rush happening to the head. Okay, when it you know, in this position you can, this is one asana in Surya Namaskar also. Okay, one of the asana in Surya Namaskar also. So when you do this, automatically there is a lot of blood. In this position you can stay there depending on your age, you know, 5 minutes to 10 minutes maximum. Not even 10 minutes actually, up to maximum up to 5 minutes you can stay in this. And then come back. This is Balasana. After that you are resting again. Okay, so again you can go back to that after some time, again rest. Okay, so you are doing both. You are sending all the blood. This is going against the gravity again.
Okay, do it in the night, I mean after food?
Oh no, after food no asana is advisable. All asanas are, yeah, morning, in the daytime also you can do, preferably definitely in the morning. Daytime,
Evening,
before food,
evening.
evening also you can do, around 5 to 6:30 is a good time, 6:37 for all these asanas. But you see to that your stomach is almost empty, at least 3 to 4 hours, not after heavy meals, light meal and 3 hours minimum, you know, you have given yourself. And straight away don't go to this asana, okay, if you are going actually. It is like, you know, do some stretches, give some relaxation to the body, and then the body understand, okay, fine, now something is happening, some activity is happening again. Then you can slowly go to this asana, you know, stay there for 10 seconds and again, and then increase and then increase. That way you can just try to do.
What about people with backache problems? They are not supposed to do forward bending.
Backache problem, they are not supposed to do forward bending, but there is another thing which is coming up. Okay, this is again halasana, which is a thing which is again not to be practiced if you are not practicing yoga regularly. Okay, because it is a little difficult asana. If you are practicing yoga differently, you can actually do this. And Paschimottanasana. This is again, but here again the issue is most of the people won't be able to bend forward up to that level. Okay, so that is also there. But whoever can bend, usually ladies are more flexible here. You know, they can touch their head to the knee very easily. Most of the ladies. Okay, so this asana is also good. Here, even if you have backache, you can still do it because your back is not slouched and bent. Your back is supposed to go like this. Obviously, you have to take some instructions from your this thing. You know, your back is going like this, straight. You know, it is going this way.
But with lower back problems, still they can do this?
Yeah, lower back you can do this because your spine is not bending. Your spine is erect. Your spine is going this way. Okay, you are not bending this way. Your spine is going like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
But with L4, L5 problem also people can do?
I had L4, L5. I have done all this. It's gone.
Also, they say that people with hypertension should not do forward bending.
Hypertension again, little bit. You see, this is insomnia. If there is lot of issues, you know, you have everything put together, then you know. That's why I said, you know, take instructions from your yoga teacher, you know, when or yoga instructor, because I am talking about insomnia. So there are a lot of other things, like, you know, if somebody's got a heart problem, then you are not supposed to do forward bending. There's like a lot of things which you are not supposed to do, if you know. So this particularly insomnia, I'm just putting across. Okay. So you can throw questions, that is not an issue, because you know you will also know it. Okay, so this asana only when if a regular practitioner can actually do it. Okay, so this Supta Vastendrasana, like you are twisting everything completely. Your complete spinal twist, your knees are to the one side, your face is to the other side, your entire body is twisted. You know, both sides you can twist yourself in this, and this also Setubandhasana, like, you know, bridge pose. You're lifting yourself, and there is you can see actually what happens is the blood flow is designed in different way for us. You know, my head is here, blood has to come up, pumping from heart, the blood has to come up. So when it is here, the blood automatically, first of all, it is designed to come up. Over and top of that, because of the gravity pull, there is more rush to the brain. Okay, so it will be more and more, the brain will be getting more and more blood, more energy. Okay. And again, this is all, this is the asana, Sarvangasana, if you are again a practitioner of yoga regularly. So in this position, this is the last stage. Okay, your step 2, your leg comes up, step 3, your leg goes behind, and step 4 and step 5 is straight. Okay, in that position you can stay a minimum of 5 minutes actually. Okay, maximum you as much as you can. Okay, this is not just for insomnia, it is for all. That the name itself says Sarvangasana. What Sarvangasana means in Sanskrit? Sarva means everything, Anga means all organs, Asana means position. Okay, all your organs are going against the gravity. Okay, Shirsasana is one this thing, Sarvangasana. All your organs are going against gravity. This is shoulder stand. And you know, another benefit of that asana, just I'll put it across, like, you know, your all organs, as because of gravity pull, it is pulled down. Okay, ladies must have experienced uterus is pulled down, etc., etc. So you know, it actually puts the organ in place when you are going against the gravity. Okay, it comes back to the normalcy the more and more you practice it. But it has to be practiced with instructions and, you know, regular practice. Okay. This actually, like, you know, this you can do Viparit Karni. This is the original Viparit Karni without support. Okay. But for normal people, they can do this. Take the support of wall. Okay. Step 1, step 2, step 3, and step 1, step 2, step 3, and step 4. Okay. It comes like this. Your leg is up in the wall, you can actually take little this thing. So, you know, even if you have lower back, you know, you can do that because you are supported. You put pillow here, everywhere, you know. A lot of things are taken care of in that. You are not pressurizing yourself. There is a support of wall. You know, there is a blood circulation is also happening. Your lower back is taken care of. So there are a lot of things which you can. In this position you can stay for 10 minutes, 15 minutes and take rest again. Okay, so same thing you can keep doing for some time. But again, this is also asana. So you have to be in empty stomach. Otherwise, when you're doing like this, your food, you know, is also going against your gravity. Shavasana is the best asana, but most difficult asana also. People just mock at yoga saying, you know, ha, Shavasana mujhe aata hai, but no, Shavasana is completely different. Conscious relaxation. Okay, your 5 to 10 minutes of Shavasana is equivalent to 4 or 5 hours of sleep, which actually, if you go to sleep in this asana, then it is not Shavasana. Okay, you have to be conscious and you have to be aware.
In that case, should one do it or not before going to sleep? Because if it is giving a relaxation, I mean, if it is
Before
making
going
you
to sleep, you are not. Why you will do
no,
it?
suppose if it is making you refreshed, as you say, then just before going to sleep, one should not practice this.
Yeah, but see, just before going to sleep, you are actually not supposed to practice anything. You are supposed to relax.
Not even this savasana.
Somebody
No.
should guide to do this asana.
Yeah, no,
Then
in
you
practice you can actually do it on your own. Otherwise, yeah,
Other command, no?
yeah, you are letting go here.
Sometimes it's very difficult.
Yeah, you know, it is really, otherwise you tend to start thinking something else and again वही zone में चला जाएगा and you are not.
It's very dangerous.
Yeah, it's actually doubly dangerous. Doubly dangerous because in that level you are going into a subconscious mind and you are planting all those things again in your subconscious mind. Okay?
This
So-
asana I cover when I do the camp and all.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So this is the best thing, but very consciously you have to relax. Otherwise, you take the help of some instructor, so that the instructor is there, and he then after 5 minutes the person will say, okay, now you can come out.
So this helps in insomnia, you said, right? This asana.
Yeah, because relaxation. The
Yeah.
more you
When
relax,
should this be done?
This should be done in the morning after coming from your walk. If you are doing yoga practice, after your yoga last, you are doing this. And after your, like during daytime, if you are free, 11ish, not stomach is complete empty, not full also. That time you can practice. When you I actually do this. When you actually feel sleepy during daytime, sometimes you feel sleepy during daytime, because of what wrong food you had, or because of the late night or whatever. Actually, if you do it 5 to 10 minutes, actually it refreshes you, and I open my eyes, with this thing. But the other side is, if you don't have practice, you are sleeping for another 2 hours. Then your night sleep again is gone for a toss. So otherwise you can keep alarm by chance. If you go to sleep, you can put an alarm for 10 minutes, maximum 7-8 minutes. Okay, you can put an alarm and then try doing this asana. If you get up before alarm rings, it will be great.
No, it's a little confusion. You said it is refreshing, right?
Yeah,
But then how does it help insomnia? Then? How it will help in getting sound sleep then?
because this is your mind relaxation. Okay, the more your mind relaxes, insomnia, why it happens? Because you are either thinking of tomorrow or you are thinking of yesterday. Okay, so tomorrow is like this. I am covering that also.
So
Okay.
it trains you to let go, that means.
It trains you to let go. It trains you to be in that moment. It trains you to be the thing. That is why you are. One school of thought says body is a visible mind. Mind who's seen? Till now nobody is seen. There is no scientifically mind is proved. There are a lot of things which says mind is like a ball of energy which is around you, etc., etc. A lot of things will come, but nobody is seeing the mind. Scientifically also, aura is proved, but mind is not proved. Nobody knows. After death, nobody is there to tell us what is happening. Okay, so but there is a school of thought which says that mind is an invisible body and body is a visible mind. At least we can digest this because whatever happens in the mind, scientifically it is proved. Psychosomatic diseases, all diseases are psychosomatic. So mind is an invisible body and body is a visible mind. But mind is never with us. Mind is tired, it affects on your body. So in this position, you are actually putting the mind under relaxation. The more you put your mind under relaxation, automatically your body gets refreshed, regenerated. That is the thing. Like, as I said, 10 minutes of proper shavasana is equivalent to 5-6 hours of sleep. So you are actually, when you are sleeping, your body is doing all the repairing work. Whether you want it or not, it will happen. You cannot say, okay, I don't want this cold to go tonight. Tomorrow I want to bunk office. No, the cold can go in the night. Okay, you cannot, fight against your body saying, कि नहीं मुझे ये बुखार रहने का है.
This
Tomorrow.
also can be done under the instruction of somebody.
Yeah.
That mind will take to different.
Otherwise, mind will go for this thing. So if you are practiced, then you can regenerate yourself within 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It really refreshes you.
Within 5 minutes.
That means it should not be done prior to going to sleep. Say 10 o'clock you are going to sleep, then 9:45, 9:50
obviously.
you should not do that.
Before sleeping, you are not supposed. This is also one asana, boss.
Conscious
Asana.
mind.
No asana is supposed
No,
to be
the
done.
shavasana in particular also should not be done.
Yeah. So like if you connect Shavasana to sleep, then you are completely wrong. Then like your body and mind is very intelligent. Mind will connect Shavasana is equal to sleep. ठीक है, Shavasana. वो instructor रहेगा तो भी you will be sleep. Then उसको बोलना पड़ेगा भाई साहब उठो करके बोलना पड़ेगा. Okay, your body will your mind and body is so intelligent, double smart कि वो बोलेगा Shavasana is equal to sleep. अच्छा ठीक है, अभी सोने का है, बस finish. Okay, even if the instructor is there, in my classes also I have seen so many people, just they sleep, and then I have to just go within them, next to them and tell them, please get up करके उनको बोलना पड़ता है because
Good morning बोलना पड़ता है.
हाँ good morning करके बोलना पड़ता है. Then they will just करके चालू करते हैं because sometimes wrong practice हो जाता है, when you practice on your own. So that is the thing. So this is the last of the asanas. Okay, benefits of pranayama. Okay, first of all, pranayama benefits stimulates the nervous system. Okay, whatever your nervous system is there, उसके ऊपर pranayama first of all starts working when you start doing all your breath work. Your normal breathing only is working on your nervous system. Okay, all your emotions, when you're getting angry, you can feel your breath is going heavier. Hot breath. Different emotions, different breath. The same way, by doing pranayam, you're consciously working on that nervous system, and that nervous system will work on the emotions you have, and then you're again balanced. होने के लिए it just helps you. Okay, releases the anxiety, stress, and depression. How it releases? Anxiety, stress, and depression are the thing which is causing that I have told you in the initial stage for the insomnia. Okay, so pranayam actually helps you to release all this. Okay, the more and more you do different kinds of pranayams, Anulom Vilom is one of the best. Everybody knows about it, and the more you exhale, the more carbon dioxide goes out of your body. The more carbon dioxide goes out of your body, what is carbon dioxide? The thing which is not required in your life. So the more and more you do this, the more and more what is not required in your life, you just start exhaling from your system, out of your system. So more and more it happens, the more and more you are listening. Okay, and removes the negative toxins from our body, as I mentioned, and keep away heart-related problem, because heart starts functioning to the perfection actually. The more and more you do these pranayams. Okay, there is a more blood circulation which happens by doing maximum inhalation, holding. When you're doing holding, a lot of oxygen, a lot of time for the lungs to filter oxygen and throw out the carbon dioxide. So more energy, more oxygen, more energy into your body. Okay. Relief stress, depression, hypertension, cures asthma, headache, migraine, all kinds of this thing pranayam can release. Pranayam also from asanas and also pranayam can release a lot of things. And pranayam calms the mind actually. This is what is required for sleep. Okay, so pranayam calms your mind.
Besides Anulom Vilom, which other pranayama helps to get sleep?
Which other?
Besides Anulom Vilom, which other pranayams help to?
Brahmari pranayam.
Brahmari is good.
Brahmari is good. And Brahmari, he's got the chanting thing. Chanting you do. But Om chanting is also good. Om chanting also one part of Brahmari. Okay, Om. In Om it is A-U-M. Okay, so you are using only part of it in Brahmari. Okay, so when you say you can feel it. Your
Vibration.
this part is getting vibrated. So when it is getting stimulated, all your this thing.
This can be done before sleep. Pranayam.
Nothing. Actually, you should not do anything before sleep. Have food, take rest for 2 hours, 3 hours, and then sleep. And actually, I am coming to that also. Okay, Anulom Vilom, everybody knows. Okay, yogic remedies. Relaxation techniques. There are a lot of relaxation techniques in Dridasana, Vajrasan also. The meditative postures, all meditative postures, Sukhasan, Padmasan, all that, and Nishpan Bhav karke, you're listening to the sound which is around you. So there are a lot of things you're focusing And there's another one is Pratak for your eyes. It calms down the nervous system. A lot of things which are there. Okay, this is the main thing. You do everything, but you don't improve your lifestyle, then you will get 20 to 25% of the benefit what you are supposed to get. Only that much. Okay, letting go attitude. If you do all this pranayama, meditation, and yoga, whatever is there, everything you do, and you are holding on to things, getting angry with others, etc., etc. It actually gradually takes you to that level, calm down level. But consciously, you should also help. The more and more you consciously help, like if I am driving on an expressway, I can drive at 120, 150, but my fuel is getting consumed. Okay, if I am driving at 100, what is recommended on a highway, my fuel is best. I am contributing to the mileage of the car, condition of my car. That way. You can do everything and get angry and fight, wait, everything you can do, but you'll get only 20-25% of benefit. Still you'll get benefit, but you'll get benefit is only that much. But if you do it right, consciously, okay, fine, gussa aa gaya, theek hai, if you try to understand, if you know, okay, fine, aisa ho gaya, okay, fine, okay. So ego, just there is a fight between spouse, okay, fine, now let me go and say sorry, khatam ho gaya. Okay, ultimately you have to do that. So why not after 4 दिन के बाद करने वाला, I'll do it right now, finish it off. Okay, so then it will become once in 3 days, then it will reduce. Then गुस्सा आएगा immediately within next moment, sorry, हो गया खत्म. It will come to that level. Because we are human beings, we are not sitting in the jungle practicing.
Gradually it will happen.
Yeah, gradually it will happen. Okay, the moment you will feel, the moment you are doing only you will feel. And then that time will come, before doing only you will feel ki, before you get angry you will feel ki, oh, I am getting angry now. You will catch yourself before you get angry itself. So all that thing will help you. So consciously you have to practice all that. Okay, don't have fear of tomorrow. Trust in the higher reality. We are always fearing tomorrow, we do all kinds of activity. We don't have trust in the higher reality. Okay, higher reality means any God. We have thousands of God, thousands of community, but everybody trusts in God, believes in God, but nobody trusts in God. Okay, being honest to self, family, and society. This is the most important thing. We are not. Why we don't get sleep? Why we get all kinds of thoughts? Because I have not been honest to myself somewhere. That is why I am getting scared. Or fear. Or I have not been honest to my family. There again I have got.
So what exactly you mean by not being honest?
See, there are a lot of things. Like you are not supposed to have alcohol. You are not supposed to have smoking, but you are doing it. It is harming me. It is harming me. Doctor has already advised me, but still, चुपके मैंने पी के आया. किससे चुपके पी के आया?
अपने आप से.
So you are not being honest to yourself, okay? And you are doing some good business. Your business is flourishing, and अभी income tax भरना पड़ेगा. महीने का ₹1,00,000 income tax. Why? चलो CA से बात कर लेते हैं. Let me not pay 1 lakh per month. Let me pay 1 lakh per annum. रात का नींद गई. Okay? So you're doing business, you're getting return. Just pay it off, but your sleep is more important.
Very important.
Okay? So that is not being honest with yourself. So the same way with your family. There are so many things you can be dishonest with your family. About your own business or about your work, about your own personal life at office or anything you can be dishonest. So that actually puts you off in the night actually. The moment you close your eyes, all the pictures come in front of you. Okay, what will happen tomorrow? If my husband comes to know, if my wife comes to know, if my kid comes to know, arey my kid caught me there, arey ye ho gaya, arey wo ho gaya. My neighbor saw me with some other lady, or my neighbor saw me with some other man. Oh, gone. So so you're not being honest with yourself, with your family. So if you're clean, then automatically you'll sleep. There's no issue. And society also. The society, that's what income tax, paying income tax, all that comes in society. Okay, we believe in God, but don't trust Him. Why? Because we try to bribe Him all the time. तू मेरे लिए ये कर, then I will pay you. Okay, I will give you this.
Condition.
If that, condition. All are conditions. You give me this, I will give you that.
Then I will give.
But we don't trust God there. But any government employee, you will go and give a bribe today. You will tell your wife today I paid him, tomorrow my work will happen. So that means you don't have trust in God, but you have a trust in human being. You know, there you are first telling do my work, then I'll pay. Here you are paying first, but still, you know, you are peacefully sleeping and telling now I'll sleep peacefully. मेरा काम हो जाएगा अभी. वही मेरा bill pass होएगा. You know, we trust another human being. When we believe in God, but we don't trust in God that He will get us work done. That is the main thing. So first you get that attitude inside you, automatically you'll sleep well. Okay? And this is another very nice thing which you can practice, writing positive points about the day. Whatever happened, you know, initially you will not find any positive points, right? 1, 2, no? Then consciously start doing, you will automatically start doing कि रात को लिखना है before sleeping. Right, positive. So what is happening is before sleeping, instead of negative things in your mind, you are going with positive and go to the sleep state. Okay. Again, you should not think, "Arey, yaar, do ही positive point, what nonsense." You know, बाकी सब negative. Then you are again gone for a toss. You know, we are like that actually. So you have to say, "Oh, good, I had 2." You know, again it happens. You know, yesterday I had 7 points, but today only 2. What is this? You know, again that is also a big problem with this.
Find positive in the negative also.
Yeah, find positive in the negative also. You know, and then you'll start analyzing कि अरे मैं थोड़ा सा उधर ऐसा करता था. You know.
Sometimes काम नहीं होता है, but वो काम नहीं होने के पीछे भी अच्छा होता है.
हाँ, बराबर है. Okay. Try avoid reading unwanted things. You know, horrifying stories. You know, सास बहू serials ये वो सब. You know, before sleep, because this is what happens. You sleep with that. The mind functions in last in first out.
Subconscious mind.
Subconscious mind, it goes.
Yeah, but can ladies follow this सास बहू के बिना?
I'm not watching.
They don't get sleep if they don't sleep.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Okay. And develop a belief of whatever happens, this is the bestest thing, you know, you can follow. जो भी हुआ अच्छे के लिए हुआ करके you just follow it. You know, even if you fall down when you're walking out, you know, say कि something good के लिए I fell down, ऐसा करके उठो. You know, that consciously practice it, fake it till you make it. But I'm telling you, that is the bestest thing you can practice. Yeah. Okay, and half the time we are not even half the time, all the time we are, because of others we are getting disturbed. किसी ने कुछ बोल के गया, you know, हो गया. 50% you believe what you see and believe nothing of what you hear. Okay, follow this policy also. Somebody is telling something against your son, daughter, husband, wife. You know, just
90% you can say.
Yeah.
90% also.
Don't even believe. And what you see, 50% you believe. You know, you just follow this policy and you practically practice it, and you will understand कि you know, अरे वो जो बोला था correct बोला था. You will you know, remember me. Just 50% of what you see you believe, because things are as it is. You will see it, but you are perceiving the way you want to perceive it. Okay. Something else is happening there, but you are perceiving a different way. So, you know, something is wrong there in your own thinking. Okay, and timely eating, proper food, you know, like late night food, just avoid.
What if we continuously get dreams while sleeping? That also disturbs.
Yeah, that is again a different thing. This is quite opposite. We are talking about insomnia. We are talking about dreams.
Some film going on, not maybe.
See, dreams may come again, like, you know, when you practice all this, automatically dreams will also.
Because you are getting that film or dreams, that means you are sleeping. Is it?
See, actually, we are all sleeping when you are awake also. we are actually, we open our eyes when we actually close the eyes for the last time. So this is also a dream. I am talking is a dream, you are sitting here is a dream. Everything is a dream, everything is an illusion. Okay, so regular proper time of going to bed, proper time for going to bed, proper time for eating. Try to manage it. It is difficult to manage, but you can still at least 3 days in a week. I'll follow this. 4 days in a week. I'll follow this. Come what may. At least that 3 days or 4 days is taken care of. We do उपवास सब करते हैं कि मंगलवार सिद्धिविनायक को कर दिया, गुरुवार इनको कर दिया, शुक्रवार इनको कर दिया, शनिवार शनि को कर दिया, शनि भगवान को कर दिया. But that same way you can say, okay, today is Saturday, I will sleep on time. Today is Monday, I will sleep on time. I will eat on time. Come what may, whoever eats or no doesn't eat, I will eat on time. You can just give that condition to yourself. So everything is possible if you want it. Okay, so regular practice of asana, pranayama, meditation or any form of exercise is good. But under proper guidance and practice, it's not only because I can answer anything and not anything. I can answer major things in pranayama, asana, meditation. So I've just
meditation can be done before going to sleep.
Meditation can be done, but not late night.
Just
After 9:30 and all. Not after 9:30. First of all, meditation you are not supposed to do after food. After food meditation is also
2 hours, then you can do it.
after gap of 2 hours you are supposed to sleep in the night. Like 8 o'clock if you have your food, 10:30 technically you are supposed to sleep. And you are not supposed to do after 9:30. It is not better not to do any kind of meditation. Avoid.
No, see, actually what happens is when a person doesn't get sleep, suppose you have a problem in mind, so your mind starts working, then there is a chain of thoughts, one after another. So just in order to break that chain, you have to do something, so that you come into that relaxed state of mind to get this.
Meditation will, if you're doing meditation for that, meditation will put you, that chain will, multiple chains will leke aayega meditation.
Depends on your...
If you're a good meditator, then definitely you will not have problems of insomnia. Because if you're a meditator, then in that state only you've solved your half the problem. Because you're putting yourself in...
No, we are talking on a particular day, there is some problem which is not on daily basis. Then how do you break that chain of thoughts? That is what keeps you awake in the night. Na?
See,
something has happened on a particular day.
See, that is
and you
why
are disturbed on that day. That day you are not getting sleep. So how to break that chain of
see,
thoughts?
that is why I am just telling you.
That is not insomnia, no?
That is not insomnia. That is also will cause insomnia in the later stage. But the belief of whatever happens for the best. Only because you start analyzing, ki today it happened. That is why you are disturbed. That is why you are not getting sleep, and your chain of thought is
Sometimes
started.
you have to take some action the next day. Do something about it.
Your sleep will give you all the actions. I am telling you. You just leave it to your
surrender to the
higher
and
reality.
next day you will be
And morning first thought, or in the night you will get up with a thought, and then you will have the answer. Have a pen and paper next to you. Write it, and again, please, sleep peacefully.
Your subconscious will give you the answer next day morning.
Subconscious has got all the answers. Okay, all answers subconscious has got. Only thing is we are not trusting our own subconscious. We
You
are
have
not
to
tapping.
train your mind that if I sleep, I'll be able to handle things more efficiently.
You can tell that. You tell your subconscious, before sleep, boss, I have to get up at 3. You don't put your alarm on, you will get up at 3. Sharp 3 or 5 minutes to 3, you will wake up. All these things, practices you can do to train your,
Alpha technique helps in insomnia while sleeping.
Alpha technique actually I am not so to talk about. So.
And what if initially you get sleep, maybe say if you are sleeping at 10:30 or so.
Yeah.
Initially you will get sleep, but then after maybe 2-3 hours, then you keep on waking up. Then what to do for that?
So again, वही मैं बोला ना कि for what the reason for what you woken up, you just get that thing or feeling of okay, whatever happened for the best. I have to go to sleep, and before sleeping, just instruct the mind, let me have a peaceful sleep now. The more and more you talk to the mind as a third person, as he is an employee of
What we
yours.
wanted to know, what is that technique whereby you can tell your mind that stop here.
Start talking to your mind. I'm telling you, it happens, it works. Start talking to your mind. Like, not ऐसा रास्ते में जाते, people will, you yourself will feel कि one day I am mad. Okay? when you're sitting idle, when you're sitting at this thing, before you sleep in your bed, you can just close your eyes and instruct the mind. Okay, mind will always listen to you because you are the boss. But the problem is mind is the boss. Okay, mind will listen to you. The more and more you practice that, the more and more. Like when I was here, I reached at 3:30. I just calmed myself. I said, I have to reach at 3:30. I don't know how. The taxi fellow started driving faster, and I reached no traffic on the road. Okay, if I had worried, abhi pata nahi. Actually, I left from Vadala, and usually I cannot reach in 28 minutes. I reached here from Antop Hill. Okay, so if I had worried, oh my goodness, no, not possible. So I would have reached at 4 o'clock. There would have been traffic, or the plain road I wouldn't have taken. I would have told, oh, tum idhar se try karo, ab mere ko pahunchne ka hai, all that. Just keep yourself calm and then, leave it to higher reality. So, automatically, nothing is going to fall off if I don't come here on time. Okay? So, what will happen? 10 minutes, or else I'll call, I'm completely stuck.
Before sleep, what instructions you
Just
have?
switch off. Switch off.
Like, you have to just say, boss, this is a time for me to sleep. Whatever repair work in my body you are supposed to do, you just do, and I need rest. And tomorrow morning, whatever time you are supposed to wake up, just as if you are putting an alarm in your clock, just mention that, this is the thing, tomorrow 5 o'clock, full awake, and full day I'll be fresh. And you will see to that, you will be fresh actually.
There are some suggestions in books to write it down so that it is better.
Yeah, writing it down
so
is
that your thought is exactly expressed in words.
That is why I said that positive points you write down. So why you write down actually? We have stopped writing because of computer, noting down on the laptop, all